I am a very stylish girl.
Hey everybody, TheTribalButterfly's back again with this month's installment of Ask a Girl Who Can't Find Herself. So this week I have 3 questions, and all 3 of them come from one viewer. His or her name is Naruto Geek 2, and obviously by the name I guess you guys can already assume that they're all anime / manga style questions. So you have a little bit of a theme today. So yeah, I guess let's go. So our first question from Naruto Geek 2 is, what anime do you think needs to keep going? The thing about anime is usually it ends. It might take a while to end, but it ends. They usually have like actual series finales. And one anime in particular that I really like never got it. They got to season 2 about halfway and then just stopped, and I think that totally sucks because it was an anime that I actually really liked, and it's been years that I've been, you know, always looking to see whether or not they've finally come out with the rest of the series, but they never have. Because I guess, I don't know if they just stopped getting funding or what happened. I mean, I have been told what happened like 3 times. I just don't remember. It's been years. So, anyways, yeah, this is one anime that was actually really good, and it never got a chance to finish. So if I had to pick one anime that I think really needed to keep going, it would be this one, because it never got a chance. Like, it just died. So the anime I am referring to, and I don't know if you've ever heard of this one or not because it has been a couple of years, is Steel Angel Kurumi. Now, I don't know if a lot of you have seen the series. It only had about 1 season and a half, and then it had like an encore, but it still never actually ended the series at all. So what Steel Angel Kurumi is about is basically there's this girl, don't worry, she has clothes on through most of the show, and she's like a robot called Steel Angel, but she looks totally human, but she's super powerful. The thing is though, she's like madly in love with her master, or basically whoever turns her on. It's a little bit like Chobits in that way, isn't it? But anyways, whatever. But she fights and stuff. She doesn't fight, so this is pretty cool. So yeah, this is a really good show. And then there's her, and then there's her sister, who's I guess kind of lesbian-y because she's in love with her. And then there's their other sister, Karinka, who hates both of them, but is madly in love with her master. So, and then Kurumi gets evil for a little while, which is great. And then there's second season where it's like a totally new master because hundreds of years or whatever has gone by. And then there's the next video, and then there's the encore. Which is cool about these two, once you open this guy up, you can actually remove their clothes. Like that. Well, I'm not doing this to show you their undies, but you can take another screen, right, and put that screen in so that they're wearing a totally different outfit, which I thought was kind of cute, right? So yeah, it's a great series, and I wish they finished it because it's actually a really good series and I really enjoyed it. So it's kind of sad that they never went any further with it. So yes, if I had to pick an anime that I thought should keep going, it's totally going to be Steel Angel Kurumi, because it was really good, and I'm sad that they never finished it because I really want to know what happens next. Our next question from Naruto Geek 2 is, do you like Black Baltar? Okay, I have no idea what Black Baltar is. I have a feeling that you probably meant to write Black Butler. If so, I actually never heard of Black Butler. well, before your question. So I took the opportunity to watch the first episode of Black Butler, and I don't know, I'm assuming that the reason why you're asking me if I like it or not is because you really like it and want to hear that I really like it, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to disappoint you. I only watched the first episode, and you know what, it might be because it was only the first episode. It might be because I watched it dubbed in English, and I cannot stand anime that has been dubbed in English. I find it terrible. It's so awful. I can't watch it. I'd prefer so much to read subtitles, because I just think everything sounds so stupid when it's dubbed. But I really didn't like it. I found it really boring for most of the show. I thought that the accents they gave people were so bad and distracting. I found that in a lot of ways it reminded me of a lot of other animes, but not good. Like, I found it very uninteresting, and then when it finally did get sort of interesting, it just didn't make sense. Like, I just found it really bad. So I'm sorry if you like it a lot, but I didn't. And so yeah, to answer your question, do you like Black Butler? No, I did not enjoy Black Butler. I really wanted to, but I didn't. I mean, I thought the animation was super pretty, but other than that, I just really didn't like it. Sorry. Sadness. Finally, our third question from Naruto Geek 2 is, what are your top favorite animes and mangas? Okay, it's too hard to pick favorite animes. People have asked me that before. It's impossible. As for mangas, I do own a few. I don't own a huge amount because I personally find that when I buy a manga, I just read it so fast, you know. I read it in like just so quickly, and they don't last me very long. So I decided to stop buying them because I just didn't feel it was worth the amount of time I was putting into them. Wasn't worth the amount I was paying for them, so I just stopped. But I do own some. I own, I think, all, if not almost all, of the Sailor Moon manga, because, you know, Sailor Moon's a classic, right? So you kind of have to own that one. It's kind of like an achievement to have all of them, I think. Then I also have all of the Ring saga, you know, like the movie, which is really good in the beginning, and then it just gets really confusing by the third book. I also have Chourats, and I can't even remember it because I left them all at home. When I moved, I didn't take them with me because I just didn't have the room for them. But one series that I think was probably my favorite manga to read, and this is going to sound a little bit lame, but it was actually Yu-Gi-Oh! Because if you compare the comic to the actual show, it's just so different. It's so different. Like, in the show, Yugi's this cute little nice guy who just really likes cards, and then if you read the manga, he's like chopping off hands and like killing people, and it's like, oh my god, Yugi just became so freaking cool. So yeah, if I had to pick like a favorite, I would probably have to say Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because, like, I was so just jaw-dropped over how different the manga was from the show, and I just thought it was so much cooler. So yeah, I would probably have to pick that one. In my limited manga reading experience, I would have to say Yu-Gi-Oh! So those are my questions and answers for this month's episode of Ask a Girl Who Can't Define Herself. Keep remembering to ask me questions so that I can keep sending out these videos to you guys. Okay! Bye everybody! See you next week!
I am a very stylish girl.